Nerd. Nerd. Wow. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, I just got flashbacks to Five Nights at Freddy's. Why did I say it like that? Wow. Oh, goodness. Okay. Come on. Come on, Ace Attorney. Come on. Oh, wait. I have to switch it back because it was on Fran Bow last time I played this. Where's my boy Ace Attorney? Coconut Mall is good. Leave me alone. Did I get rid of all the game captures? Oh my goodness, I am a mess. Oops, no, don't, not auto. Don't show that. No. 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 Look away. Okay, there we go. There we go. I hate auto capture. Don't gay them. It may be gay, but I love them dearly. Oh, 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 whoa. I'm trying to move things. Don't even worry about it. I totally was prepared before I started streaming. I am gay too. Don't worry about it. Gay people exist, and we are thriving. Okay.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
There, Pearls.
I can't take it anymore. Ah!
Oh god. Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out.
Hmm?
The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. On Guard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet.
And...
Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. Nick, don't be mean to this 8-year-old.
You're right. Mystic Maya is in... Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
That's ominous, Pearl. Yes, that's right. So... Hey, you guys. I'm glad I caught you, pal.
Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh boy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe. Nick is mean and cruel sometimes. Has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now. And I came to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now. These are some interesting things to have to talk about. So, what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that... What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Say what? Okay, so there was, a lot of, like, I don't know exactly. Yeah, Francisca got mad at him for talking with, Phoenix about the case because he wasn't supposed to give us vital information about the case, but he did it anyway. And then Francisca's like, you're fired now, goodbye. And then Edgeworth is also like, I guess he's fired because my sister said so. This is fine. He's fired a lot. He's been fired at least like 3 times in this game. In the series, I guess, so far. Say what? You'll be searching for things that will prove Mr. Enguarde's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching other people's places. And I'm great at making real simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's get Mr. Scruffy Detective to take care of things.
Are we just gonna have him be like a maid? What happened with Edgeworth? Edgeworth is back from the dead, baby! Okay? By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? Nick, you're not one to talk. Do you even know how to cook, bro? Cat made gumshoe. Don't make me have to draw that, Remy. I'll cry. Oh my god. It's the first time I ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself.
He said that? That's horrible.
That's why we didn't bring you to court, Pearl. No. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. Yeah, but that was horrible. The truth. Miss Andrews' last testimony, I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself. But I still think there is something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to? No. I mean, almost need to frame Mr. Enguarde. I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie per se, it just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. There's layers! Or that what Edgeworth would like us to believe. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
What does that mean, Pearl? Pearl misogynist moments. Testimonies are like ogres. They have layers. Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Pearl misogyny moments, yeah. Wasn't she shot this morning? Gumshoe. Miss von Karma was shot today and on the way to the pile. On the Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal. But she's going to be fine, right? The 8-year-old just said Miles is meaner than Franziska, lest any Ace Attorney fans forget and start acting up. I mean, Edgeworth said she was in stable condition, but... well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting in the hospital. Which one? What? Are you gonna visit her, pal? No? Well, I was kinda thinking about it. Hey! You've actually got a heart, don't ya? Shot by a pistol. People don't kill people, guns kill people. She looked like she was being tortured to death, not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal. But Gumshoe? No. Gumshoe. No! Pearl!
Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick.
No! Pearl! A cab Gumshoe. Now I'm definitely not going. Let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hottie Clinic. Oh god. You have to go there again. That name sends a chill down my spine. Me too, Phoenix. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. How much of a delay is there on the stream? Da, 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 da. I don't want to deal with Hottie at all, but we're gonna have to go there at some point.
All right now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mystic Maya's sake.
You shall not pass. Oh, is it? What's her face? Oh, God. This old bag. Oh my god. Don't devalue my name but and turn it into a gasp, you spiky-headed pettifogger. Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy. Just as he promised, but something much more valuable. I wanted Edgy Poo's heart off of myself, and it's all your fault, you wigging the beast inside this old bag.
Miss Old Bag.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't run to see Francisca. I really do not want to see Hottie. That's the thing. I do want to see Francisca. I do not want to see Hottie at all.
Keep your hands off of me. This helmet is airtight. No air.
That's weird grammar. No air gets in and no air gets out. Then why do you keep putting it on? Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're gonna pass out, lady.
You're going to have to defeat me if you want to get by.
I'm not hearing this. Okay.
Ha! You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper.
Oh, looks like the only way I'm going to get any investigating done is to first do something about this kooky alien. Okay. I guess, Why are you laughing, bro? I don't trust you. Guess we're gonna go to Hottie's clinic. Can we please not see him? Never thought I'd come back to this place. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Hi. Wait a second, you're... yes, I'm Director Hottie. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? You can tell me, yes.
Director Hottie.
Boo! That was the wrong voice! That was the wrong voice! Edgeworth? What? Hello? Oh my god. Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes. What was it? Director Francisca. How was Francisca von Karma? Yeah, that voice! That was the complete wrong voice for Edgeworth. don't seem to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking good care of her. Yes. I'm going to punch you into the sun, old man. Yes, and that thing, the surgery, it went well. You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looked so pitiful, absolutely terrified. Yes, I'm going to punch you into the sun, old man. But I understand. Yes. Yes. Her opponent was a gun after all! Her opponent was a gun after all? This game. You were horrible! And when I snuck on her real secret, like, she would scream really loud, and she was shot with a gun, and you're doing that? I am truly going to punch you into the sun, old man. I see. She's really cute, too. When I do that, she whipped me with her... Boy, did I cry like a baby. Yes, I think I get used to it. I'm going to kill you, old man. Good. Kill him. Kill Mame, Francisca. Go back to your room. You're so mean, huh? So mean, my frisky I hate him! I'm going to throw you into the sun. It's time for my IV drops. I hate you. Goodbye. Don't ever want to see you again. And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I knew I shouldn't have come here. She's gonna sass you about caring about her health. I was shot in front of the courthouse, in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. No, it doesn't! I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning.
But that would have been too much for you.
There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding. One has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case. It's the only logical course of action, given the bullet still lodged in your shoulder. But by taking over the case, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. Like father, like daughter, I guess. Yeah, Hottie came up in case 2-2 for the first time. He was still gross. I hate him so much. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Okay. Miss Von Karma? You made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. OnGuard, you told Miss Andrews not to testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal? You're denying it? It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I'd been in court today, this trial would already be over. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime. That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with the evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find OnGuard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means. Miss Von Karma? Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what really happened, then On Guard will, be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she is now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all. Oh my god, the Von Karma siblings need to go to therapy. But you had to know she was... Ow. I think visiting hours are about over. So, if you'll excuse me... Peace.
What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in the argument. Hello. Edgeworth. Don't look at me with those big ol' eyes. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you were about, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far... But she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, right. The courtroom is a garden of judgment. Angie. I'm putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. What? My favorite Edgeworth fact is he uses that angry little grimace in all of his profiles through like a decade. Good. K-boy. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. I love that sprite so much. Witness that card. Give it to me. Hurry. Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This... I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. Oh, I hate this chair. Oh my goodness. What card? What in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, right. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. The Special Investigations Team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelley the Killer. And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that. Best at that. An assassin? Wah, wah. So, who is this Shelley the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Long-standing?
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I heard. Yeah, that's a very funny name for an assassin to have. Shelley is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. So, because his professional name is Shelley, he leaves cards with a shell on them? Hello, MQ. Yes, Ace Attorney. Hello, Ollie. Bro, I need to do more art fight art. I got behind. I've only done 6 this year. Wow. He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims.
Why would he do something like that?
Fighting some art, I see. You're 20. Oh my god, MQ. MQ, you terrify me. We think it is part of his duty to his clients. MQ, please, buddy. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I gave up. I'm gonna do revenges for the attacks I got, and then we're not even valid. I plan on attacking you at some point, but I don't know when. Yesterday's vendetta against art fight. I'm sorry, but it's fun, and I got really cute art, and now it's my phone background. It makes me emotional. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. I guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin... You think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelley the killer, huh? My situation. Handshake. Lucas, I feel like I'm already burnt out. I had like so much art stamina and then just no. My situation. I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? He's going to his mind palace. I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow.
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to...
Stop trying to counsel me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
Mr. Nick?
There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right? Listen. You need to know something. Juan Carita was killed by Shelley the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Ongard, your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only. As we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelley the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Thank you! In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again, if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wow!
Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Ongard hired an assassin?
No way. I mean, he doesn't have a psych log.
Yeah, I guess not.
But the wording, Phoenix, the wording was something like, I didn't personally kill someone with my own hands. That's kind of sketchy, Phoenix.
Yeah, I guess not.
Go to your mind palace, gay boy. Maya. Please, all I ask is you make it home safe and sound. Maya time.
Heh. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court. Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found.
Oh no, Maya.
Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go take a look around.
Oh no, buddy. Maya time? Okay. Hello?
What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way, I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here.
Salmon? Who's this? What? I don't like that her picture is framed on the coffee table. Uh-oh.
There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty.
Maya gay moments.
Hey, looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste." I bet this could be a clue.
Okay. Bear?
That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear? Aw, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something.
I don't like this place.
Oh hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch is on this thing. Drat. There goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. Dun. What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? There sure are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what is an antenna doing here? Wow, I've never seen a TV this big before. Now, where's the power button? Pfui, is busted. I would die so happy. I would so die a happy samurai fan if I ever got to see the Nickel Samurai on a TV like this.
Maya, go to the movie theater.
I can't believe I just made a joke about dying, all things considered.
Yeah, Maya, you are kind of in an assassin's house right now. Why is there a pet door?
Locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only it was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there?
I don't think you're gonna be able to fit through a dog door regardless, Maya. Oh, this simply will not do. I can't have you wandering around at will.
Yeah!
It seems that your Mr. Right is truly concerned about you.
He is?
For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you.
Ways? You mean...
Dead men tell no tales is how the saying goes, correct? Or a cat. True.
Dead?
I'm almost certain I told you on our first meeting. I am an assassin.
No way. You're lying. I mean, an assassin?
People are not always who they appear to be.
Nick!
Uh-oh. That's not good. Why are we back at the Hottie Clinic? Oh, okay, that's where we were before it cut to that.
Mr. Nick?
Oh, yes, Pearls. I got caught up in my own thoughts about Maya's situation. What? Did Nick just, like... Nick telepathy? Hello? Nick's soul just left his body and possessed Maya for, like, 2 minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know.
I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. On Guard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's go. Let's get going too.
Okay.
He just zoned out. He mind palanced extremely hard. I guess let's go to the hotel lobby. Present. It's from Edgeworth. Maybe if I show this to her, or show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at...
What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy poo?
Ugh. Is that her perfume? Oh, goodness. Pheromone d'amour, I smell... Ugh. ADHD behavior.
Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Yours truly. He's jealous. Listen. I studied French a little bit. I kind of know French. I'm just not very good with it anymore. Okay?
Humph. That man's, good at flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so. You understand?
Okay.
I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. If you have anything, if you do anything bad, I won't let you off the hook.
Bye.
It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth.
Pearl, calm down. Pearl, I know you have trauma about your parents, but please. That may be, but you know nothing's going to come of it.
That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared.
That is true, but also she has told and shared her feelings many times, and Edgeworth has told and shared his feelings about that many times. He doesn't want that, buddy. You know less French than exists unaltered in the English language. Why are you dissing me? Why are you dissing me? Why are you being so cruel? I swear, I tried to learn French for a bit because I wanted to know a language that my friend and I could talk to each other in, where no one else would know what we were talking about, just to annoy other people. I was that person. I also know a little bit of sign language because of that, but I have not practiced it in a long while. Yes, I like French. French is a good language. Why must you roast me on French? I think it's fine. Ow! Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation. The thing... Okay, Remy. No one at our school knew how to speak French. Basically, none of them even really knew a second language except for a few kids. It was rural school with very white Mormon kids. You think they know how to speak anything other than, like, English? Or a little bit of Spanish? They don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Hello? What now?
One little thing before I forget. You can't go to On Guard's room today. Why? The police's main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer. So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of Wendy Oldbag.
Move. You get to see the lobster again, lads. Bet you guys are so happy about that. Looks like we're the only ones here. See, the thing about America is that it really depends on the school you go to. If you learn any sort of language other than English. I don't think they nerfed the lobster, we just haven't examined the room yet.
And yet, the hotel seems so busy somehow.
Probably because the police team is scourging for clues about the killer. Yeah, the lobster's still there. The lobster's fine. That's wild. Yeah, like our schools, depending on which one you go to, are kind of cringe about teaching other languages. Like, the only ones you might... I don't know. Yeah, I can attest to that. I didn't take 2 years, I took 2 trimesters, because that was the minimum requirement for the college that I'm going to. And, it was not a pleasant time. The teacher was kind of rude to me a lot. It was not pleasant. And also, I got called the wrong name a lot in that classroom by her. It was not fun. That was not when I was, like, actively out as trans mask. And that was before I had my whole gender crisis thing and actually started transitioning. So that's fun. Yeah, but I took 2 trimesters and nearly didn't have the second one counted because my name on the roster was different than my name, like, in that class. Because I had my dead name as the registered name, but I went by a different name in said class, and that was what was on the attendance thing. So I nearly did not get a B in that class because of that. It sucked. I was forced to learn half the material from major qualifications in German when the exam was all in English. Oh, wild. A history qualification for the record. That makes me think of my Latin class, because we did have to talk about, like, aspects of Roman history in my Latin class, but, like, yeah. I took 5 years of Latin. It has not helped me at all in life. I know weird Latin trivia, but that's about it. I also had to learn about Greek, city-states. And Roman architecture. I do like knowing about the cement that heals itself, though. I really like it. It's messed up and I love it. Hey, city boy. Lotta, you're still here. Frackin' course. An investigative photographer eats or starves on her ability to snap up the scoop, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. It was German history about the incidental because people who learned in French were also in... wild.
But, do you have a camera?
Reckon given. The photographer's gotta have a camera. The cameras out the... Gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know? Lotta, what are you saying to me right now? It could have been Mormons? Why are you bringing up Mormons? Why are you saying Mormons? I'm terrified. Why are you bringing up Mormons? Also, I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feet in the mouth, do you have mine, you bread thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? Present camera? Do we have your camera? We don't have your camera. I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What? You really gonna shell out the bucks for the info I got? Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but... Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around. Got a few autographs, shook a few hands. Had a soda pop with a few of them, too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night.
The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either.
I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. The history unit, the history of the American West, with the section about Mormons was another option for the course. It was fully wild. The American West is just specifically the West? Like the West part of the United States? That's so weird. God, I would love to see what they say about Mormons in that class. That would be fun. Takes a class about Mormons to diss it. So, about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah, can you believe what you've written? Can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about On Guard shoving his manager lady and onto Karita? Yeah. Well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know, writing whatever came to mind.
Whatever came to mind?
Westward expansion. Cringe. Cringe fail. Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bull-dooders. Thank you for the very interesting way to censor that. Hey, what's with y'all? What's with ya? Why can't you, why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? What does that mean? Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too, or am I just shrinking here? I'm a baby. My $1,600 baby. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and then refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, ain't ya? So, put a few good words for me and get my camera back. You want me to do what? Listen, nag the guy real good for about 5 hours, and I can guarantee you'll give it back. Lotta, why don't you do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess so? Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you then. And you two there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay?
Okay.
Don't be picky about your food now.
Okay. Pearl.
And make sure you do all your homework, you hear?
Okay.
And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me. Would you just please leave already? She wants Pearl to steal things for her. Okay, I guess we're going to Karita's room. Oh. Who is making noises?
Mr. Nick.
What is that? What is that otherworldly, ghastly moaning? Is somebody like suffocating?
I hate evil ghosts. Wah!
Caveman. I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon?
Excuse me, what are you calling demon, brat?
Is she suffocating?
Ah,
Zoinks, it's the alien.
who are you calling an alien?
Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldbag. What are you doing here?
What's wrong with What's wrong with youngins today?
I came down here to pay my respects to my poor Juan, and you're disturbing me. Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer, no. She was loitering around with the imbecilic look on her face.
With that imbecilic look on her face. Okay, got it.
Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that.
Oh, alright.
Now I've seen everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not really like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit more about Mr. Karita? He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts in my book. But I heard he was lagging behind in the polls against Mr. Ongard.
Well, that's just a recent thing, bad luck and all that, you know.
But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look. Just look at this mountain of presents. It's a show of, it's a show of the mountain of feelings all his fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Nick?
What is it, Pearls?
The presents, they're all bears, right?
She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. Assigned bear by the sheer amount of presents that he gets. All of Mr. Karita's presents from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. Like I said, a signed bear.
Bears? Why bears?
You don't know, when my dear Juan was training, he fought barehanded with a bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. He's friends with a bear?
Wow, what a heartwarming story.
Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out down by the river going, hey, you sure can fight. You too, bub, you too. Did all that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. So, ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. Okay. Can you tell me about... Thank you for calling us bears. Sats. Thank you. Oh my god. Though oh no. I'm terrified. Objection? Terrified of what Yester's going to say. Okay. I want you to tell me about... Actually, I don't think there's anything I want to talk to you about. I'm leaving. Goodbye. It felt important. Valid. I wouldn't say I'm, like... I don't know what my gay classification would be, but I don't feel like it would... I have no idea what my gay classification would be. I know that I'm not a twink. I will say that. I've been called a twink many times before, but that was only because I was blonde for a bit. It's the only reason why. That is all I'm saying. Twunk. I don't feel like that fits either. I don't, maybe here? We haven't checked here yet.
Wow, everybody looks really busy with something or another.
They're probably strengthening the evidence for tomorrow's trial. Hey, hurry up with that, will ya? Pass that victim's list around. You gotta be kidding, there's at least 100 people on here.
Mr. Nick, is Mr. On-Guard really that big and bad of a criminal?
My gender is Tumblr sexy man. Cal being a Tumblr sexy man disqualifies him from being a bear. But... does that make me a twink, then? The only categories I could fit into, then, would be twink and twunk. Or sans. That's like the 3 genders. Twink, twunk, and sans Undertale. Actually, Pearls, never mind. It sounds like they're working on a different case. Calhunk? Thank you. Me after I get buff from working on the farm a butt ton. let's go see our boy Matt on guard. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Aw,
Ugh, I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? Oh yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt on guard. Here you are.
what did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of the sudden? Oh, Mr. Wright. So, actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put a lot of food, or out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. Do you think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? That's just a little ways down from the hotel, right? You get to see a kitty? Cat named Shu?
This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed his cat. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now.
Oh, I love Shu. I don't know Shu, but I love Shu already. Yeah, I guess. I really like Shu. The client's request is a request. Guess I should go check up on his cat. Legend. Let's go see Shu. I wanna go see Shu. I wanna see Shu. How do I get to Shu? Let me get to the little man. What? I guess we could... Could you please... Oh, okay, we can't. Oh, wait, what did he say? Could you please take a look at this? I can't think of anything to say about this, pal. Why don't I make us some instant noodles instead? That's okay, really. Aw. It's by the hotel. Okay. Living room. Wait a second, is this gonna be where the killer is? Sure is dark. We'll go turn on a light. Oh, what the heck? His house sure is something. Wow, so this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shu, the kitty cat.
Oh my god.
Shu! Oh my god.
So I guess this is Shu. Oh my god.
Ah, what a lovely cat. Hello, Shu.
Oh.
Ah.
The cat seems to like pearls. Is this who I think it's gonna be? Pardon me. Yep, it's who I thought it was. May I help you with something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers, actually. I'm Mr. On-Guard's lawyer. The Masters... Then you must be Mr. Wright. Yes? Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I'm the family butler, John Doe. Of course you would be named John Doe. Of course that would be your name so that you could be like, oh, I'm definitely not the killer. Nice to meet you. Shu. Shu, my beloved. Shu. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. OnGuard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or of his affairs. How typically butler-like, as it were. Yes, Phoenix, very butler-like. Mr. Doe, how long have you served this residence? Well, sir, I'd have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for— okay. You know, I would have thought Mr. OnGuard would be the kind to have a maid over a butler. Yeah. Shoot. That's a very cute cat you've got here. It's my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shoo. Shoo. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not okay. It's not appropriate for the butler to speak of the family cat. Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Crumpled and thrown away. Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave for you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already so accomplished, a master of law. But there is also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of a house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. You got that right. Now, if you'll excuse me... Shoo! Baby.
A giant bicycle is flying through the air.
Pearl. That bicycle, Pearls, is one you don't have to pedal, and it moves on its own.
Really? Wow.
But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's a very comfortable and spacious lounge set. I wonder if famous stars drop by and sit around and have a good time. In any case, I don't really belong here, do I? Oh no, Phoenix. What is it with me and feeling inferior today? Oh, buddy.
Ah, there are masks here.
Yeah. That one in the middle is the Steel Samurai. The ones next to that are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo-Old Tokyo.
Wow, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick.
That's what happens when you... when your best friend and your boyfriend really like a series. I don't know whether to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid.
Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here.
That's actually a fireplace.
How are they different, Mr. Nick?
You know, I never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it.
You should come and visit Fay Manor then. I'll show you one when you do.
I've already visited there, though. I mean, you can use the top of a wood stove to cook. We did that when the power went out up here, like many times. You'd use it to heat up water specifically because it's not a very even cook surface. There's another door over here.
You shouldn't go wandering off over there, Mr. Nick.
Yes, Pearls. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her to stop playing around.
There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Mr. Nick.
I bet it's for Mr. OnGuard's cat to use.
Oh, you mean Shoo?
Yes, Shoo! The door, it's locked tight. Oh, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. Or keeping Maya inside. Okay. Go here again. Detention center. Write and Co. law offices. Maybe present a profile? We don't have any new we do have John Doe. We do have him. Nope, okay, Gumshoe does not know about this man. Let's go talk to somebody else about our good friend Mr. Doe. Hello? I'm Uncle Bear, and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. What is that, this infernal racket?
It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m., way past your bedtime.
Ugh, that startled me. I thought I was gonna die for a second.
8 p.m. That's the time when the awards ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Phone? The transceiver. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how is Maya? You haven't hurt her, have you? It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I've heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good.
No, Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya.
One more day, please. All I ask for is one more day. I'll get the not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else after all. Please, please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. Then a little. What is with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems bad. Connect. Damn it! Did the transceiver just suddenly break? Oh, that is such a bad noise. Excuse me. Oh, that hurt my ears.
What happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static.
Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya.
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? Should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. Okay. Let's... You know about this dude? You know anything about this man? Okay. Talk. Okay. Who's an electronics expert? We don't know any of those. Oh, new event. Let's go. so mean to your best pal, the tech person? Hello? Huh? Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice, thanks. A rich man's luxurious full-course meal. Out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't even have time to eat. Whoops. Looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. You've gotta be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped something up. Oh, I know. There is one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. So is Gumshoe the tech person? You know about technology, bro? The transceiver?
Oh, Mr. Nick. You should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that.
What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself?
I'm having deja vu for some reason. That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe what? Is it like when, did the transceivers get too close together? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? Are we gonna ask you about magnetic oh my god, I love this game. What is electromagnetic interference? It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way, I still have no idea what you're talking about. Pearl. Same brain, Pearl.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen. The stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right?
Huh? Computer?
This kid doesn't know what a computer is. It's like when you use a dryer next to the TV and the screen starts to look weird.
Oh, yes, the TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
She seems amazingly happy to be able to understand this. So the room you were in when that interference to this transceiver happened, there's gotta be something in there sending out a very strong radio waves, pal. Something like, like a listening device or something. Ah. Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened?
We were in Mr. Kurita's room. The scene of the murder.
What? That's it. I'm gonna sneak into that, the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later, alright, pal? Wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! I love this man.
We should be going too, Mr. Nick.
Alright, let's go. I guess we'll go to that there. His room? It's one of the bears, isn't it? Hey, you finally here, pal. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Do you have that, bug sweeper?
Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal, then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean, so yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. Thank you, Gumshoe. What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. Didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's.
Wow! So this is a bug sweeper.
It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Gumshoe Genius moments? Oh? By who? Me, of course. Ah, seeing this surely brings back memories. Sure brings back memories. Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it's a little beat up. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here.
Your heart and soul?
It'll work, trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity, so it's going to beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves.
But isn't it better that way?
Oh, well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now tell me how to use. I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device to some sort of bug hidden in this room, pal.
So we're gonna find it, right?
Right, now, first let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough look-see, pal. The sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal it's picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that's giving off a lot of radio waves, press enter to lock onto it. There's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves, so let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug, got it, pal? Okay.
There doesn't seem to be anything giving off radio waves there, Mr. Nick.
Okay. The sweeper isn't exactly the best. Well, make do with what you have, right? Lamp? Lamp, check. Listening device? Nope.
There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick?
Yeah.
And they're all on. You should do that, Mr. Nick. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful?
Yeah. I'll be more conscious from now on. Sorry. Pearl, get his ass. Okay, TV. I don't really think the listening device is in the TV of all places.
Looks like the TV was left on and now it's showing old samurai movie.
An old samurai movie. Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies, as well as domestic ones.
You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars really are good at English.
Yeah.
When I grow up, I want to study Japanese.
I should probably keep my mouth shut here and not destroy her dream. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Ah, what a lovely bear. Wah!
Ah, this must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots.
It's a robot? It's a real robot?
Yeah, it's a real one.
Mr. Nick.
Yes? She doesn't know they're voice actors.
How many horsepowers is it? How many horsies?
God, I love this game. Horsies? Well, look, it's a bear, so, it's got no horsepower. Cell phone, nope, no bugs in here.
A cell phone.
What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is.
I am sorry, I've never seen one before.
Now that she mentions it, my cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying at Karain Village. And Pearls has never lived outside of that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. Lamp check, listening device, nope. Okay, we looked at the lamp, another lamp. Okay, radio.
The radio is on and playing something. Oh, it's Kids Question Corner.
Professor, why is the Earth round?
Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick?
Why don't you listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls? Phoenix is a flat earther, confirmed. Oh god, Bear City. There's no listening device in that notebook computer, huh?
What's a notebook computer?
Do you know what a notebook is?
Yes, a small book with paper that you can write on. So?
Well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop.
Mr. Nick, what's a laptop?
It's the TV's remote control. Doesn't look like there's a listening device is in here.
So I was thinking, I wonder if a TV remote works on other things, like, could I make you change your expressions like TV channels? Zap!
Hey! But if I could... Oh, the people I would give the old mute button to. Well, I don't think it's going to work on me. Why don't you try it on Maya tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
God, I love this family.
What's this?
It's a small video camera. No listening device in this gizmo.
Everyone's trying to make everything smaller and smaller lately, aren't they, Mr. Nick?
That's what it seems like.
But... but I want to grow bigger and bigger.
Well, you're a kid. Well, eating only vegetables isn't gonna help you there. You have to eat meat, too. Is she vegetarian? Leave her alone, bro. It's a plain old calculator.
It says 50 on it. Maybe he was calculating his allowance.
A whole 50 cents? Maybe if he was a spirit medium. Cruel and evil. Rice cooker?
Wow, there's a really delicious loaf of bread in there.
Looks like it's been on keep warm all this time since the murder.
Well, Mr. Scruffy Detective always says, got to keep the trail of the crime scene warm.
I think the keep warm in that case is a little more metaphorical. Clock. Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock.
What's wrong? Why do you look troubled?
I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It's just, sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago.
Oh.
Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. It's in one of the bears.
What's this? It looks sort of like a hot pot of water. A hot water pot, but...
Oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. But instead of hot water, coffee comes out.
Really? This pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of?
I don't think there's anything like that, Pearls. Sorry. Just juice. Get juice for the kid.
Oh, the water... Oh, the water in this hot water pot has run out. I'll go get more water for it.
Okay, sounds good. Looks like she's forgotten all about looking for the listening device. Fridge. Fridge.
This is a refrigerator, right?
I really don't think the listening device is in something like this.
Because it's filled with nothing but healthy vegetable juices, right?
Yeah, sure. What does that have to do with listening devices? And here we have a dryer. Nothing unusual here, I think.
A dryer? Oh. If you use it next to the TV, it'll make the screen look all weird, right?
Yeah?
And when that happens, we call it electromagnetic interference, right?
Hey, good memory, Pearls.
I will never forget it for the rest of my life.
Okay, Pearl. Where the heck is the listening device? Bear. Giant bear. Yes.
This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Hey! So did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean.
No, not yet. But this bear's eye is...
Let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fellow's eye out and see what we've got.
No, you can't! Such a violent act.
Oof. Ugh.
No!
Aha! That's... It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. What a emitter? A transmitter, pal. Trans rights.
Oh, is this more of that high-tech stuff?
Camera, okay. So this tiny thing is a camera. Yep. It's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small high-grade video camera mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. It runs out of battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. This is only the camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else.
Somewhere else?
The footage is changed into radio waves and then is sent to that recorder.
So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it?
Hey, you're right. Okay. So, what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends the footage that the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it.
You can set it for a certain time?
Yep, let's see. This looks like it's set to start at 10 PM and go for 1 hour. 8 PM? That was the time the award ceremony ended. There's no date set, so it's been recording every night, I guess.
Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here?
I'm pretty sure it's been there since the night of the murder.
Then maybe...
Maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. Well, what? If you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have had a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. Stuffed bear.
So there was a camera in this bear's eye.
And it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure it was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. But who gave Mr. Kurita this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there's got a video of what happened here that night.
Isn't there any way we can find out who that person is?
It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Oh. Is there really no way to find out? Okay. I got it. Well, what? Hey, pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. What are you gonna do? I'm going to go around to the electronics shop and see if I can find who this belongs to. Who bought this? I can read. But that's impossible. I mean, it's already 9 p.m. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah! Oh, that hurt my throat.
He's gone.
I need to sip. I need to sip. Sippage. Okay. Yes, he is gone, Pearl. He's gone. We've lost him. Yeah.
But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake.
I know who you are. It's a mystery how you always manage to do things in the most inefficient ways. Right. You'll have to excuse me. I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? A rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time. I see. Thanks. Don't thank me yet. We still have to find her. So there was a spy camera hidden inside the stuffed animal, huh? You are one lucky man, right? Huh? Do you know this stuffed bear, little girl?
I have no idea.
Of course not. The maker of this bear is a very expensive luxury brand from overseas. It's completely handmade, and only a small number of these are exported here. What? The camera and transmitter that Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is.
Can you really do that? Mr. Nick, can he really?
Well, I guess so. It's 9 p.m. I think I can still make it in time. Huh? I'll be taking this for now. Edgeworth just picks up the entire bear and carries it with him. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. He really did just grab it and take it with him? Edgeworth strong? Or is it made out of stuffing? Like, what is this bear made out of? It looks like it's taxidermied. But it isn't it's just a stuffed bear. See you soon, right? Wait! What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, right? Until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corrida? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth. He is such an anime character, god. Juan Corrida's real killer, Miss Andrews' past. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal from Mr. Ongard. And this card, Shelley the Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find all the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But, as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. Dun dun dun. Is it investigation part 2? Question mark? Da 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 da. Okay, yep, there's a part 2. Oh, God. Ow. Oh, ow.
It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya.
These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't worry. No, they won't. No, they won't, Nick. And if we can't win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. Oh, if we can win. If we can. Not if we can't win. If we can't win a not guilty verdict, it will all be fine. Don't worry about it.
You're right.
What's up, kid? So, the real person who killed Mr. Corrida was...
An assassin, Mr. Shelley the Killer, right?
And the card Miss Andrews found at the scene of the crime seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one who hired the killer to begin with? Who was his client?
You mean, who asked for the murder?
That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. But whoever the client is, they're still a killer. Okay.
Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews?
Mind Palace. I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself?
But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be.
Matt Ongard himself? Was it Matt?
If Mr. Ongard really did hire the assassin,
then he's not innocent at all. Far from it, he would be guilty of the crime.
But It can't be Mr. On Guard, right? I mean, when we first talked to him...
Mr. On Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Carita? Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Carita, okay? But it said he didn't kill them, not that he didn't hire anyone to kill them. I didn't see any Cyclops at that time. Actually, that reminds me.
Did you remember something, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting.
So what is this interesting thing?
Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had bet everything on the Jamming Ninja this year. And if he lost a Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
Mr. On Guard's secret. What is this secret?
I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Carita was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. On Guard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Carita silenced. Which means we have to meet Mr. On Guard. There's no way around it. Meet with Mr. On Guard.
Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of the secret Mr. Carita held about Mr. On Guard. Goodbye, MQ. Have a good time getting food. And Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight.
But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center?
I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. Phoenix Wright breaks into prison. Phoenix Wright breaks into prison. Old bag. Hey, wait! What is it, whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgypoo, so... Edgeworth. And he said... If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Edgeworth is projecting. Edgeworth is projecting. Edgeworth. Buddy. I know you're having issues right now, but that doesn't mean you have to attack my boy. You don't have to attack him. You don't have to. Gee. Thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. This is absolutely top secret, so you'd better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found the spy camera hidden in one of the presents. Very interesting. I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of his scandalous meeting.
Scandalous? What's that?
It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Kurita.
I'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself. As if I wouldn't want to see it for myself too.
Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change.
I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good.
But I didn't say anything.
Da 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 da. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell ya, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know. That manager woman Juan had.
Oh god. Oh, you're talking about Celeste Pax. Miss Andrews' mentor, right?
Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know.
Married? You mean to Mr. Kurita?
Really, you young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl
Oh god. 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the... Okay. Yay, we get to deal with this again. I guess there's gonna be a lot of talk about suicide in this next segment of the game, as a warning. Great.
Why would Miss she's going to get married? Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan.
What?
But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right?
They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly news, or magazines.
But why? Why did he do that?
That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night one called up the... Okay. How terrible.
I wonder what happened between those two.
Probably something bad. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Living room. I love that we can just go into his house now. It looks like no one is around.
What happened to that person with the stuffed teddy face?
Oh, she must mean that butler with the stitches in his face.
Shoo!
Shoo! Oh, the saving grace of this stream. Shoo!
Oh, there you are. I guess you're still awake, huh, Shoo?
Oh.
Hee, come on, let's play.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I wonder if that butler, Mr. Doe, is already asleep or not.
There's a small door at the bottom of this bigger door, Nick.
I bet it's for Mr. OnGuard's cat to use.
Oh, do you mean Shoo?
Door, it's locked. Okay. crying about Shu. God. Okay, we already saw this. I don't think there's anything we need to do here. Oh, Shu. Cries about the little man. Oh, sheds actual tears about a fictional cat. Oh my gosh.
It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. On-Guard's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, we finally found the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for the On-Guard case? We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Between the kidnapper's demands and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah. Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over in the detention center, he wanted me to grant you a special permission. So, there you go.
What?
You already called them, so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go talk to your heart's content. It sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. Thank you, Edgeworth. Mwah. Let's go talk to this man. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. On-Guard and Mr. Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? I'm assuming we get to hear both. So let's go talk to On-Guard first. Dude, it's Mr. Wright. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Carita was killed by an assassin, and that assassin's client is this man, Matt On-Guard. What's wrong? Mr. On-Guard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. Huh? You seem kinda different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer's dude self. Channeling Edgeworth mode. About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looked like somehow Juan had... Okay. Destroy his career. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is? Please? I knew this was coming.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
Cyclops. You said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude? Did you know about Mr. Carita and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I didn't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Carita. Her mentor was Mr. Carita's manager, and Miss Andres was going to get a suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for pizza? My treat.
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it some kind of pea? Like green peas?
Let's go eat one later, okay? I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Get his ass! Matt On Guard. Are you connected to Miss Impax's suicide in some way? Uh-oh. Is my boy here?
It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronics stores.
Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner.
Looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe's doing for us.
Mr. Nick,
Yes?
where's the lettuce?
I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before. Nick.
I guess I have to give up on making a salad then.
Guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. Poor kid. Crushing her dreams of lettuce. Talk. Nope. Oh gosh. Okay, where do we... I guess back to the detention center. Gosh, I need to... There are 2 DS games that I desperately want to play on stream, and that would be like either Pokemon Black or White and Cooking Mama. Because Cooking Mama was my bread and butter back when I played on my 3DS a butt ton. I put so many hours into that game. Oh, new event. Oh, Mr. Wright, you have to help me. Uh-oh. What? Mr. Powers?
What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers? I was talking with the detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home, when all of a sudden... You there, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here. Oh? They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? So, about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet? But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, especially not that lawyer, he said.
Who do you think that lawyer the detective was talking about?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, You got it.
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright.
Ouch. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? You have 2 children for friends, bud. This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always kind of been a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game to justify himself.
What? How horrible! That's unforgivable.
Ow, sorry, didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know. Miss Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly... why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? Because he has a crush on her. You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? Dazzling sort of image? But aren't you part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey. Did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? Yes, we did. You mean Miss Impax?
We heard something about her wedding, or how her wedding was canceled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Don't, okay? I thought about it a little the other day, and about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up his skin is practically glowing with electricity. Gaunt 2! Hey, so... you heard this? So, yeah, she left a suicide note, we know about it. They say that Juan went and hid it. You heard about that in court today. We heard about that in court today. But there isn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. No kidding, Will. Something bad for Juan, that is.
Something bad for Mr. Kurita?
Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. A truly insidious man? Did she mean Mr. Kurita by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be a reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Mr. Onguard and Miss Andrews are both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or don't know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. Detention center. Let's go see Miss Andrews. Or Andrews. I keep saying her name different every time. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Kurita had on Mr. Onguard. I'd like to ask you about Matt Onguard, if you don't mind. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. OnGuard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. About Miss Celeste Impacts. I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. Stop. Can we please stop seeing this image? I was so shocked by her suicide, it was true that I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note. We're going to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and burn it. You wanted to burn it? But why? I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid. The suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Mr. OnGuard? It's simple, because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police?
But, there had to be another way.
The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right? Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death.
Miss Andrews.
Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did... revenge.
Huh? Did you just say something right just now?
Only one? Okay. A psych lock, huh? Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy.
But...
I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say... revenge. Yo.
Mr. Nick, your phone.
Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. Yeah, I know. His little ringtone. Hello? We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office real soon. What's wrong? Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth, Edgeworth? Did Edgeworth get shot now? Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. It's... Hello? He got cut off.
What's going on, Mr. Nick?
Gumshoe said we need to go back to the office right away.
Then we should hurry back.
I'm scared to go back.
But what are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Pull yourself together.
Maybe it'll be good news. Somehow I doubt that. Okay. What did they do to my boy? What did they do to him? What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought the spy camera.
Eh?
This quickly? And this bear's what gave him away, pal. The bear. I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into that bear instead of the camera.
But wasn't it Mr. Edgeworth that figured...
Shh, Pearls. And go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime.
Who is it? who would be so rude as to spy on another person in their room?
Mad on guard.
Huh?
Mad on guard, your client, that's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought the spare was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear. A receipt? That's all you have? Nah, it's not just a receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me I'm sure I sold that bear to Mr. Ongard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Ongard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Ongard himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. Spy camera. So what about the spy camera we found? Ah, that was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you to file away into evidence. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Corrida's room was Matt Ongard.
Why would Mr. Ongard do something like that?
I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Corrida in one of their rendezvous. I bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Sounded like Edgeworth there, buddy. Are you gonna see him? Mr. Ongard, I mean. Yes. Oh wait.
I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we are going to find, or what we will find out next.
Why are you dragging this child around? Gosh, I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt Ongard, what in the world have you done? Okay. Hi. You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Okay, we are saving before we do anything. I'm assuming that means we have enough stuff to... Magatama this man. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corrida had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? Told you before, dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright, I can't keep on saying this until I'm blue in the face, but... I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corrida, especially on that night. Cool. Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Kurita's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then sent the images to the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was the camera you're talking about hidden? Bear. The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. I guess one had a few of those kind of fans, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. Huh? You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Kurita was... you! Mr. On Guard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's proof that was you who put the camera inside the bear. Do we have the receipt? Yep. I have it here. 1 credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800 could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. A $3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew! Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you from your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. Oh my god. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So, if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, don't stop talking. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you've set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you gonna do now? I'm going to find out what I can, or what I want to know, because I must. The reason you had this camera in Mr. Kurita's room and filmed it in secret is... I guess this? Cool. Agent Andrews? There's a rumor going around. that Miss Andrews and Mr. Kurita were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Kurita, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal, isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer Dude, that kind of scandal? That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with this or with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'd be the end, dude. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Kurita because of Miss Andrews. Then there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Kurita's room was... I guess we can just... Oh, we can't save here. Shoot. I don't think he has any... I'm thinking it's either the card or the suicide report. Because he had a picture... Hello. I'm trying to figure out the real reason he set up the camera. It's either the card or the suicide report. I think, at least. Oh, hi, Doxy. Welcome. Aggressive hello. Excited hello. I want to say it's the suicide report, just because he did have a picture of Impacts in his, like, weird room thingy. Well, let us walk through that real quick. The video would have captured the murder. Yeah. So he could have, like... He could have pinned it on what's-his-face? And not himself? But also, that wouldn't have been great for him. Why would he want a... Why would he want video of the murder? Do you think when the killer strutted his stuff up, he would have started with like, "Hey bestie, do you remember Celeste Impacts?" No. So the card? The card? Question mark? I feel like we have enough evidence. Why is my mouth not moving? Okay, there we go. The card, yes. Okay, the card. Thank you. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Shoot. Mr. Matt OnGuard. I know why you know Mr. the Killer, because it It's because you're his client. I cannot save here. Since you were the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So how would you know something like that? It's because you were his client, that's why. You hired Shelly to kill her to assassinate Mr. Juan Carita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt On Guard. And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude. Huh? I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought, anyway. That Mr. On Guard? You really did hire... Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Oh my god. Hello? Hello? How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt On Guard. Where did he get a chalice from? Hello? I don't like the music change. Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really? So you are Shelly DeKiller's client. You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands with this, did you?
What do you mean?
And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me. Didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer?
You're lying. What a terrible...
It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, let us grown-ups talk about more adult things.
But why? Why did you hide the video camera and...
Weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all assassins. What? Oh, come on, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
And that's why...
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay, and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl. If you can't tell, I like voicing evil people. Being able to save mid-Magatama would be great, yeah. Okay. Motive for murder.
Why? Why would you kill Mr. Carita?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? this is all because of that press conference, isn't it?
If Mr. Kurita had been able to give it, then Matt Onguard's secret would have...
Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know? I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Kurita ended up dead.
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone all working their butts off for me, Matt Onguard. Aw, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Kurita, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room. You killed Mr. Kurita! I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Grr. Aw, but too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? Aw, but you can't, can you? That'd be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya.
You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel. If I were you, Wright, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. What says something like that, or just like that if memory serves? Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now you finally found it. Edward! I knew it was him, I just didn't do the voice. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horde atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. K-Boy's back. K-Boy's back in town, my beloved. He was just standing in the doorway. Don't worry. You saw the whole thing. Alright. What are you going to do? If you plan on changing your strategy...
No. We can't do that.
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? It's not something I can answer for you.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, right, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer. You must find it on your own. But I don't want to. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer, Matt On Guard, that man is really... Ugh. It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I've believed my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. The way Miles had to go overseas for a year to learn that human beings deserve a fair trial. Uh-huh. But if I were to get On Guard an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right? Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone. It's his I could fix them mentality. That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
That's...
You are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. Why fight? God. People like you and Francisco von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. I could fix him. He proceeds to go overseas and fix himself, making you worse in the process. Miles Edgeworth does not have the I could fix him mentality. He has the I could vanish for a few years and make him worse mentality. I could actively make this man worse. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francisca. She fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed. You are so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error in my ways. I realized that things such as perfect win record were meaningless.
What?
I'm not like you, I can't fight for a false verdict. It's such a funny, mean, and cruel line. Phoenix is so dumb in this conversation. Yeah, good character development, let's go! I don't believe you. Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. 'Cause he's gay! But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of the story. Phone?
Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Onguard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right? Please don't misunderstand things. He's my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much a killer himself. I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am. Yeah? This is what I like to call my aftercare. The wording, oh my god. What in the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my hard work, my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did, but my name is The Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer. Hospitality. Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep your end of the bargain... Maya! It would be my duty as an assassin to see she receives a nice long nap.
No!
Now then, if you excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. We got him, boys! Shoo!
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
I don't know what to say. Edgeworth. Did you hear that? At the end of the transmission. Yes. Huh? Oh, that sounded like a cat.
A cat?
It can't be. That cat, can it?
What is it?
I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for On-Guard Mansion immediately. Alright. You hurry over there as well, then. I love this case, actually. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight is only just begun.
Yeah.
Let's go, gamers. No, I don't want to be here. Hello, I don't need to talk to you, I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. Maya.
Please answer us, Mystic Maya.
We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Why is the bear outside? assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it, that butler, all this time he was to kill her. He and On God were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Okay. I don't like that bear.
Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
It's covered in many thin cuts. A bear? Isn't that more a thing for Mr. Kurita? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
I'm sure it's for Shu.
Do you think that this came through that little door? It's a door. It's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Oh my god, legend. There's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is On God's private lounge. Look at this right. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
No.
But there's no mistake. There's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Oh no, they took Maya. They took Maya. We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking at you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste.
Miss Impax, you mean?
Yes, Mr. Kurita's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Impax be here in Mr. Onguard's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see that picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back, there's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message.
What?
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get on guard with a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I will never forgive you. Ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left.
Is this where with the Vine compilations, with the Ace Attorney characters, with the Dear Diary? I can't remember what it was, but it's like something about they couldn't find their diary, so instead I'm writing on the back of my 2 copies of Kung Fu Panda.
Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gotta watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick.
Oh, I couldn't read the rest of that.
No. Mystic Maya.
Right? What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short at least one last thing. And what is that? Her. Miss Andrews' psych log. If I could find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. I love this game, actually. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your psych lock. Psych lock? I want to know, and you will tell me, your secret. Phoenix, I think you're a bit sleep-deprived, buddy. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. I love that she just goes along with it. She has no idea what's going on. Why did they make her book pink? They could have made her color scheme work better if they didn't make her book pink. It's been bugging me. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. On Guard for the murder? I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. On Guard. I know she gets a redesign, but the book, Rage. You know how I am with my character designs. I have very specific color palettes that I use, and I only use up to like 5 colors. They all gotta work together. It's a black shirt with an orange book. That's much better. That's better. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Oh, no. I don't think it's... it'd be Celeste. Apparently in the anime, the frames of her glasses are pink? Huh. I guess that works the book into it better, but also that shade of pink doesn't go with that shade of blue that well. I don't know. There's a lot of things where I'm just like, Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impax's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was Juan. What does this all have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. On Guard, It would mean that he must have some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? It's this. This is a photo of Miss Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impax's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found it at Mr. Onguard's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Dun dun dun. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Kurita didn't want to get married to her anymore, right?
Yes, because of Matt.
Because of Mr. Oncard? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. Pretty lady. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were
a couple, weren't they?
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away.
That's so horrible.
You already know his philosophy about people, Pearl. It's not unexpected. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that's where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him. Even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called off their marriage, Celeste, she killed herself. Yep. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and myself. I'm assuming he liked... I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called off the wedding, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see, so that's what happened.
But... then why did Mr. Kurita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Poor Miss Impax.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note.
But why would he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case... with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge? There's that word again. Yeah, Phoenix, it's a common word, buddy. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At the time, it would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard all of it, it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on each other, or one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. We love to see a girl boss winning. Well, Mr. Wright? Even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with my situation, or with what I know now. Haunted by visions. Okay, then. Goodness. Ace Attorney, my beloved, but also despised. Okay, I'm gonna cut that off for the night because I'm gonna go camping with my family tomorrow. And I have to get up at like 8 in the morning, and it's 1 right now. And I have no idea when I'm actually going to fall asleep because brain be like that. Woot woot, yeah. Sleepy time. It is sleepy time. Okay, good night. I will hopefully stream probably Monday is the soonest. Because I will, like I said, I will be camping for probably 2 days and get back possibly Monday. Not sure when. But I will see you guys later. Goodbye.